Okay, we can start.
So, dear friends, you are welcome to the open day of the Department of Mathematics and Mechanics of Moscow State University. My name is Andrei Shifarevich. I am Dean of the department. Now we will speak mostly about two programs, master programs, which are in English. But first of all, I would like to say just a few words about our department. The main aim and the main feature of our department is fundamental education in practically all areas of modern science, of modern mathematics and mechanics. In our department, you can see 28 chairs which care all areas of these sciences. And one of the main features of our department is academic freedom. You can choose any area of mathematics or any area of mechanics and proceed in your education in this area. But today we will speak about two master programs which are in English. We have two such programs. One of them is the program called Geometry and Quantum Fields. And the main idea of this program is to teach the most modern courses in modern mathematical physics, which are based mostly on the study of fundamental interactions from mathematical and from physical point of view. And the second one is the program of navigation. It is more applied program, but very important today, the program which is aimed on the problems of navigation in space and on Earth. So now my colleagues will speak about these programs in details. You are welcome to the Department of Mathematics and Mechanics. Thank you.
Okay, I think it's my turn. Thanks for joining us. I am Maxim Grigoriev, and I'm a deputy director of the Institute for Theoretical and Mathematical Physics, and the program Geometry and Quantum Fields is run by, it's a joint program between the Department of Mechanics and Mathematics and the Institute for Theoretical and Mathematical Physics. So I'll mostly talk about our side of this program. Okay, so it's a program, first of all, it's an international program, and it's a course in mathematics and theoretical physics. And this program focuses on physics and mathematics of fundamental interactions, with a certain emphasis on a very important and challenging problem of quantum gravity. A rather unique feature of this program is a combination of systematic mathematical education with the systematic education in physics and in the areas of physics which are relevant in the modern theory of fundamental interactions. And these include quantum field theory, gravity, string theory, holography, and some other more advanced directions which are still developing. And the last but not the least point, that this program includes an individual research project for students. So each one is going to have an individual research project, and this is going to be supervised by leading researchers from Moscow State University. But in principle, the projects can be supervised by researchers from other research institutes in Moscow, and we have quite a few of them in Moscow. It's a very well-known place for theoretical physics and for mathematics. And there are few institutions. And we have two directors of the program, one from each side. So Andrei Shafarevich, who just gave an introduction in general. He's the Dean of Faculty of Mechanics and Mathematics. And from the from the side of our institute, it's Professor Arkady Zeitlin, who is the director of the Institute for Theoretical and Mathematical Physics. And the concept, as I already briefly mentioned, the concept of the program is to combine a solid background in mathematics with systematic education in this area of fundamental interactions. And this idea is very old and due to such a combination, but it's often not properly implemented. And it is based on a very well-known fact that the development over last few decades, if not last century, in the areas of fundamental interactions was always tightly related to the developments in mathematics. So one can think of mathematical and physical approach to these things as two different approaches to the same problem, if you want. And this relation was seen already from the very early days of this science. In particular, you have probably heard that Einstein gravity, the famous theory of gravity, is, from a mathematical point of view, corresponds to so-called Riemannian geometry and more generally Cartan geometry. Then more recent, still well established by now, developments of electroweak and strong interactions showed that such interactions are closely related to so-called propagated by so-called gauge fields, which from a mathematical point of view corresponds to connections in fiber bundles, and in general have a lot to do, these theories have a lot to do with the mathematical theory of fiber bundles, characteristic classes, and more advanced topics like homological algebra, etc. And even more recent developments like string theory, which is one of the possible approaches to this problem which I already mentioned of quantum gravity, because string theory is, in a certain sense, a theory of quantum gravity, is even closer related to modern areas of mathematics, which include the theory of Riemann surfaces, infinite dimensional algebra and representation, Kähler geometry, conformal geometry, non-commutative geometry, super mathematics, mirror symmetry, and this list can be continued and continued. So I think it justifies enough that there is a need for a systematic education, simultaneous systematic education from these both perspectives. But it is also important to mention that it was not only that mathematical methods have found interesting and useful applications in physics, but also the ideas and methods which originated from quantum field theory and more general this theory of fundamental interactions have often led to new developments in math. So many interesting structures and ideas came to pure mathematics from this area of mathematical physics. How do we implement these two sides in our program? So it's a very challenging task to put systematic education in math and physics together within one program, but we believe it is worth the effort. In our program, students are going to have a unique and broad education, which is going to serve as a very good starting point for an academic career either in math or physics. But not only, it can also be a good starting point for a career in more applied areas, including industry, because because now in modern industry, it's very important to be able to think independently, originally, and at a very abstract level. which is, we believe, what we are trying to teach our students. And this interdisciplinary character of our program is also reflected in its organizational structure. So as we already mentioned, it's a joint program of Faculty of Mechanics and Mathematics and Institute for Theoretical and Mathematical Physics. So let me say a few words about the institute. So it's a relatively new. Actually, it started to work on 2019, and it's a research center within Lomonosov Moscow State University, which is actively involved in teaching, mostly at master's level, and in teaching both in mathematics and physics. Also, we teach in the Department of Physics. It is quite international, our institute. Most of positions are filled via the open international calls, and our researchers are involved in teaching, and they serve as advisors for the diploma projects for our students. And again, last but not the least, is that the institute is quite international. I believe we have a creative and friendly environment, and it's going to be a good place for international students. Here is our director, Arkady Tsaitlin, and here are few numbers about. It's quite a small institute still, but we are growing. But we already have quite some people working. And let me also say some words about the structure of the program. Somewhat roughly, the courses can be divided into few groups. So the first group is courses which give systematic mathematical education. This involves geometry, algebra, functional analysis, etc. Then we have more physics courses, most with a focus on quantum field theory and general relativity and more advanced topics. Then the third group contains courses which can be called interdisciplinary. So these are mathematical physics courses, which can be seen as courses both in physics and mathematics. And this involves mathematical theory of black holes and mathematical relativity more generally, some quantum integrable system course, and some other courses. I'll say a few more words later about different courses. And the fourth group contains courses in which are more advanced, which are devoted to the areas of research which are still actively developing, not very well formalized for the moment. And this involves, for instance, a course on conformal theories and holography, which is one of the very important areas of development of quantum field theories, a course on higher spin theories, which are interesting models which are kind of candidates for quantum gravity models, and other courses. Here are some more details. So for math courses, we have a group or a course on actually two courses on Lie groups and Lie algebras and representation theory, including infinite dimensional Lie algebras. Then we have a systematic course on differential geometry and topology, including theory of fiber bundles. Then we have a systematic course on functional analysis and theory of operators, which is also important for mathematical foundations for quantum theory. Then we have a course on conformal geometry and Riemann surfaces, which is crucial for string theory. And then we have a course on homological algebra, which is crucial for theories which is crucial for theories of gauge theories, for gauge fields, and also modern quantum field theory uses a lot homological methods. Then we have physics courses. So there is a two-semester course on principles of quantum field theory, and the second part, which is devoted more to modern quantum field theory. Then we have a course on string theory. Then we have a course on selected topics on general relativity, and a course on superstrings and sigma models, which these sigma models are also very important in the condensed matter physics, which is also tightly related to modern quantum field theory. Then we have interdisciplinary courses. This involves conformal field theory in 2 dimensions. This subject can be considered as both mathematical and physical course, so it's a well-defined mathematical subject, but at the same time, it provides an important technique for string theory and again for condensed matter physics. And then we have a course on topological quantum field theory. This is a place where geometry and quantum field theory really meet, and that's the area where the methods and ideas originating from quantum field theory had helped to solve some long-standing mathematical problem. And then we have a course on mathematical theory of black holes. So it's a mathematics associated to important areas of general relativity, which is the theory of black holes. Then there is a course on Batarin-Minkowski quantization, which is a systematic way and mathematically proper way to think of gauge theories in terms of graded and supergeometry. Then we have a course, a systematic course on supergeometry itself. And we also have a course on symplectic geometry and quantization, which is also very important for many areas of modern research in quantum field theory and even broader. Okay, and advanced courses. So I mentioned some of them, like conformal field theory and holography, which is important in modern development of QFT, quantum integrable models related to many areas, including again quantum field theory, condensed matter physics, and other things. Then we have a course on geometrical theory of nonlinear differential equations. It's also an interesting story. This theory gives kind of unified perspective on geometry and field theory. So it's very it's an interesting point of view. Then we have a course on theory of dynamical systems, which is again an actively developing area of mathematical physics, and some other courses in both more mathematical, like topology of integrable system, or more physical, like these higher spin theories and holography. Let me remind you that these higher spin theories are interesting from the perspective of string theory and quantum gravity. So I think I'm done. I hope I have not taken too much time and gave you some ideas about our program. Thank you very much. And I stop sharing the screen.
Thank you very much. Now I guess Anna Kozina will say a few words about the technical aspects of organization of this program.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you. Let me open my slides. Dear colleagues, could you see my slides?
Yes.
Okay, great, thank you. So, dear attendees, again, allow me to extend our warmest welcome to everybody who is watching the live stream today. I'm going to cover a few technical aspects about the program. The first one is how to apply and what documents to prepare. And the second, the funding opportunities for the students of the program. So It's very important to notice for everybody who is watching this live stream today that the summer application dates are approaching very fast. The summer application to the program is between June 20 and July 20. It's open for both international applicants as well as the Russian nationals and all categories of foreign nationals who are eligible to be accepted to the state-funded programs, for example, the citizens of Belarus and Kazakhstan and so on. So international applicants are invited to submit their application package to the admissions office to the email address admissions@itmp.msu.ru. In my next slide, I will address the application package and what documents we require for the applicants to submit. I would also like to bring an attention that we invite and encourage all applicants, both international and domestic applicants, to submit an abstract, a short description or short information slides, anything about your thesis or any research projects that you have done in your bachelor degree or any previous education programs that you have attended. So we require the abstract to be submitted by July 20th, which is the closing date of the summer admission period. And the two important parts of the application process in the admission period are the entrance examination and an entrance interview. So the entrance competition consists of two parts. The first one is an entrance examination, will be conducted online. So there is no need for international applicants to arrive to Moscow. The entrance examination consists of a problem solving. The problems correspond to the specialization of the program, which is the mathematical physics, so that an applicant should be prepared to solve problems in mathematics and physics. Those who will pass the preliminary selection process will be invited to attend an interview. An interview will also be conducted via Zoom. So again, very comfortable for international applicants or applicants from outside of Moscow. I forgot to introduce myself. Myself is the program curator. So I will be contacting each applicant personally and inviting everybody to attend a Zoom interview with the admission committee, where an applicant will be asked to present themselves and talk about their previous research experience and education background. So again, let me emphasize that the application process to the program consists of document submission. The summer admission period runs between June 20th and July 20th. We strongly encourage all applicants to submit a thesis or a research project abstract, and then each applicant has to be prepared to go through an examination and an interview, which will be both conducted online. So in the current slide, I'd like to very quickly run through the required documents. Before I go through each bullet point on my slide, I strongly encourage all interested parties to go to the program webpage, which is itmp.msu.ru. Then we have EN, MS, Geometry. So the address is at the bottom of my slide. This is the official webpage of the program, which offers a comprehensive guide about the program, the study plan, as well as the application methods and procedures, including what documents we require and other specifics. So we encourage all applicants to submit the following application package: an application form, which could be downloaded at the program webpage, a CV, then official credentials, national ID or passport, all information regarding your previous education, including all diplomas and transcripts and so on, a motivational letter, maximum 1 page of typed Word page document, a proof of your language proficiency, the information on what certificates and tests we accept, again, could be found at the official webpage of the program, an above-mentioned abstract or research project information, and what we strongly encourage applicants to pay attention to are the references. We require maximum 2 references to be submitted to the admission office email by the referees themselves. Okay, that's also very important. Again, so this is the very standard application document, application pack that we ask applicants to submit by July 20th, 6 p.m. Moscow time, UTC +3, to be submitted online. Again, everybody who is interested in applying to the program, please refer to the official webpage. It has a very comprehensive and detailed information on how to apply, including on how to translate and legalize your education documents. In case you have any issues and problems or questions regarding your documents, please do not hesitate to forward me an email. My email address could be also found at the official webpage of the program. Next, I'm going to jump to funding opportunities that are offered to the students of the program. So the Theoretical Physics and Mathematics Advancement Foundation BASIS offers several funding opportunities for the students of the program, among which is the scholarship program. The scholarship program aims at supporting national and international students of the program, those who are talented and research-oriented, and wants them to focus on their work while they are studied at the Moscow State University. The scholarship includes several aids, which are a monthly stipend or a tuition fee coverage. It's important to notice that both monthly stipend and the tuition fee coverage could be offered jointly or could be offered separately. For an applicant to be considered for the scholarship, they have to tick a box in the application form. So please be careful and attentive when you fill in your application form. The scholarship is the merit-based scholarship. It is offered by the scholarship committee for 2 applicants who have provided information about their successful completion of the previous education, as well as provided a strong abstract. Another opportunity for students to be supported by the foundation is the travel grants. Students of the program will be able to participate in the travel grant program. It allows master students and PhD students to participate in international schools and scientific programs. So again, a very interesting opportunity for the students to be able to participate in the international summer schools and exchange programs. So everybody who is interested about the foundation and the opportunity it offers, please refer to the official webpage of the foundation, which you can find at the bottom of the slide. Okay, so again, thank you very much for your attention. And in case you've got any information, in case we missed any information, or you'd like to know more about the faculty or the institute, please refer to the official website of the faculty and the institute, which provide a full guide and comprehensive information about the programs offered by the faculty and the institute, as well as how to apply to the programs and what are the requirements. Okay, I think I'm done. Okay.
Thank you very much. Now we are going to jump to switch to the next program, which is the program of navigation and control in space and on Earth. And I would like to ask Professor Andrei Andreevich Golovan to say a few words about this program. You are welcome.
Many thanks. I'll try to demonstrate my screen. Is that okay? Is that okay?
Not yet.
Can I list my slides?
We don't see them.
No, no, no.
No?
No.
Wait a minute. Apologize for delay. Now,
No.
and do I have an admission for presentation of my screen?
Yes, you do.
Oh, sorry. Now?
Oh, it's okay
Yes,
now.
yes,
Yeah.
it's
Okay,
okay.
thank you. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I shall start. And first of all, let me introduce to you the master's program entitled Mathematical Fundamentals of Navigation Systems that we developed at the Faculty of Mechanics and Mathematics. First of all, the main goal of this master program is the fundamental training of specialists in the process of learning. They will acquire significant experience in independent scientific work for practice of conducting real experiments and computer simulation. Navigation in a broad sense is a very popular engineering, mathematical, mechanical specialization. The market for navigation applications nowadays is extremely high. There is a high demand for trained specialists in this domain. And here I will clarify that we are talking about, first of all, IT specialists in domain of inertial and GNSS, I mean GLONASS, GPS, Beidou, Galileo satellite navigation, and who are engaged in the relevant data processing for the solution of practical navigation problems posed. At this point, let me introduce myself. I'm Andrei Golovan, a professor at the Department of Applied Mechanics and Control, and at the same time, the head of the Laboratory of Control and Navigation. Here you can see a few information about me. A few words about the Laboratory of Control and Navigation. Laboratory was established in 1987, and during these years, the laboratory has been involved in various research development projects done in close cooperation with Russian and foreign instrument-making companies, scientific research institutes, universities, more than 20 industrial enterprises in Russia and abroad, including several Chinese companies, institutes, and universities. And so the accumulated experience made it easy to form this master program. We clearly know what knowledge and skills are needed for IT specialists in the domain of navigation. A few words about program information. So now I turn to the bureaucratic issues regarding the master program. I will display slides with some time delay so that you can read everything yourself. This slide concerns duration, calendar, fall semesters of the program. This slide concerns main lecture courses. You can see here the pure mathematical courses, courses on theoretical mechanics, and specific courses in domain of navigation, inertial navigation, and GNSS or satellite navigation. You can see here various courses of mathematics, mechanics, and so on. A few words about master thesis and demand on the research. The program culminates in the master thesis and an oral presentation of the work at a public colloquium. And the students certainly will have an opportunity to perform their research and work on master thesis under the supervision of experts in mathematics, physics, and navigation. Graduate career, a few words, just a few words. Graduates of the master's program, mathematical fundamentals of navigation systems will be in demand, certainly in demand, in research and technology departments of companies in the following areas: aerospace industry, space agency, shipbuilding, automotive industry, especially for development of unmanned vehicles, and geophysics in domain of airborne gravimetry. This slide concerns admission requirements, deadlines, and documents. This information was presented already by previous speaker. Certainly, you can visit our website, write down an email. You see all the needed addresses. Sorry. And a few words about pre-master school in navigation in April that we plan to present. This school is a 2-week educational program for 2 groups of attendees, for bachelor students and graduates interested in admission to the master program, Mathematical Fundamentals of Navigation System. Certainly who would like to acquaint themselves with the teaching style and scientific advices of the master's program. And certainly for anyone interested in basic acquaintance with navigation system theory. All the classes are online in English, and the duration of the school, this school will take part in April from 3rd to 17th. I think, and one more bureaucratic information, how to apply for the school. First of all, you can visit our website. And I think that my brief presentation is over. Thank you very much. Thank you for attention.
Thank you very much, Andrei Andreevich. So, I think that we have presented the both programs. If you have any questions, you can write us in the comments. So there is a couple of questions I guess that these questions are about the program in geometry and quantum fields. Yes, maybe Maxim Anatolyevich will say a few words about this.
Okay, just a moment. Let me. Okay, so first question. Oh, was it something wrong with my slides? I have completed my bachelor's degree in applied physics in 2020. Still program still available for me. Nevertheless, I wrote my graduation project in theoretical plasma physics. I think formally there should be no obstructions, but of course it will be difficult. Well, you will have probably to demonstrate that you learned things on top of because things on top of this applied physics program which you had, because to successfully follow our program, one needs quite a strong background in both math and physics at bachelor level. But I think formally you can apply, and if you think you are capable of doing this, why not? We will consider your application.
Thank you. So, I guess for the moment there are no questions. No, yes. So we can finish our open days. Thank you very much for everybody, and you are welcome to our department and to our master programs. Thank you.